hopefully, knowing that my hobby is something that's like really inclusive and fun and happy will help people feel more comfortable coming to see me when they have problems. I'm an attorney by day and a comedian by night. I am both very fancy and super cool. No. I have a passion for the law. I love helping people. That's kind of my reason why I went into it, was to meet people in the worst times of their lives and be able to help them. Actually, the comedy kind of dovetails really nicely into it because I get to make people happy. You know, you make people laugh in the audience, but really the best part about doing this for me is being on the teams that I'm on and helping each other out. When I was probably 8 years old or 7 years old, when I was really little, I used to watch The Dick Van Dyke Show, which is a 1960s sitcom, and it's about comedy writers, and I thought that was the coolest job.
Just sweet.
Well, I did comedy in undergrad in Chicago. That's where I went to undergrad. And I was part of a really great troupe, and we performed at all the big venues, and we would do shows for, you know, high schools or companies or whatever would pay us to come out and do shows. And I loved doing that so much, but I knew that there was something that was kind of missing from my life, I guess. And I'm from Dallas originally, so I came back to Dallas to do law school. And when I was in law school, I loved it. And I worked at a law firm in undergrad as like a file clerk. And the manager, he was like the HR manager, but he was an attorney, but he was a stand-up comedian at night. And I talked to him about if you could kind of do both. And he's like, yeah, you know, once you leave here, people from the firm would come to his shows and everything. So kind of seeing, okay, my love for comedy from childhood and then my interest in the law, they weren't mutually exclusive. My father just died in September of 2017. It was it's literally the worst time of my life. It's the worst. I was very close to him, and this theater saved me. Like, this was, I had a show, my father passed away on a Thursday or a Friday. I had a show on Sunday, and my partner that I do comedy with was like, hey, you know, if you want to like put it off, no worries. And I was like, literally, I want to stand on stage for 20 minutes with you because I know it'll be perfect. Because if I make a mistake, he'll always help me. Like, he'll support me. Nothing can go wrong whenever we're doing a show, because no matter what I say, even if it's a mistake, he helps me, he saves me. Horrible time in my life where I felt very out of control and I couldn't, there was nothing I could do. When I was on stage, it was perfect. If you are a stand-up comedian and you like tour around, even small venues, they probably pay you like 20 or 50 bucks. Improvisers, you make $0, which is fine. I mean, and I kind of get it, because if you have 9 people in a troupe and you're like, okay, we pay a stand-up $20, so we'll pay you $20, and there's 9 of you, I'm like, what do you, just don't even give me any money. We're only gonna be this age once. This is the youngest you'll ever be, is today, and so go out and do what you need to do today. That's kind of what you have to do, is realize you don't have a lot of time, and just waking up, going through the motions and going to sleep every day is not going to cut it, because whether it's today, tomorrow, or in 2 years or 10 years, you're going to say, what have I been doing? Why am I not happy? So find the thing, find your happy.